5 years ago, if someone were to say, you know what, and again, I've been very clear before you came on the show, not condoning, not supporting violence of any, just going out, not. But 5 years ago, if someone said, man, it looks like it's blood in the streets time and we really have to, I would have been, whoa, that's a little bit sharp, that's a little radical. In not supporting and not condoning it today, when someone says it seems like there's blood in the streets and it's inevitable, I go, you know what? There are other ways, but I get it.
You know, this guy right here, Steven Crowder, who I do not find that, I find him disagreeable. Both these people, very disagreeable, hard to listen to. I would never listen to them normally. But here's the thing, man. Any moron that says, well, the last 5 years have been really dangerous and it's like blood in the streets. It's like a civil war. People have been talking about that since the Civil War. You realize that's how dumb they are? The things that have been going on to black people all this time, forever. This is how detached they are from reality. They dump drugs in our neighborhood. Then when we consumed it, they came and locked us up. They put the drugs in our neighborhood. We don't make guns or drugs. How I get there? This guy says, things are bad now. And that's the thing that kills me, both the left and the right. Things are really bad now. Well, where you been? Oh, now you're starting to feel it. Oh, I get it. Now it's come home for you. That's really what he's saying. When black people are going through hell, different register for him. I don't give a shit if they say, I got a black friend, or I know this black woman I dated once upon a time. Well, I had a black boyfriend in college. Well, actually, he was from Brazil. Whatever they say, any old whack shit they say, fam, they really do not relate to what we've been going through. And now that they're getting a little bit of discomfort because of Charlie. Was he saying this shit before Charlie? No. And who shot Charlie? White people. But now it's the end of the world. And the worst thing about it, folks, in a week, this shit will be all blown over. Trump will do something, put a monument under someone's, he'll put a statue or a box of candles or something up for Charlie somewhere, his friend Charlie, and he'll move on.
I get it.
Yeah.
Does that seem extreme to you? It doesn't seem irrational to me, because our blood has been all over the streets for a long time, and until someone dies, they don't give a shit. They excuse it.
Yeah.
He said our blood's been all over the street. I don't even know what he's talking about. Neither does Megyn Kelly. What are you talking about, goofball? Once you stop allegedly beating your wife and pick up a book instead of your fist to punch women, won't you do that, Crowder? Louder with Crowder. Won't you do that? Because you talk nonsense. Our blood's all over the street. No, it was just one guy. That's all. Won't you go talk to your people? Won't you do that? Won't you go talk to your people? Stop thinking coming down and berating college students, trying to indoctrinate them into some bullshit, this fake Christian nationalism, whatever this is you're doing, falling back on the Bible. Meanwhile, Megyn Kelly is like, what is this guy even talking about? She's going to have to jump in here. Because she's actually mainstream-ish before she started burning all the bridges. She went so far, Santa's white. Jesus is white. He just is, dumb blacks. What's wrong with blackface? She died on every hill. She spent up all her white woman blonde hair currency. She spent it all. You're not Penny Marshall. You're not Carol Burnett. You got to go, sister. You got to get out of here. Even Ellen got canceled at some point. Jesus Christ. So here goes Megyn right now, because she's had a taste of mainstream life, and maybe in her later years, she'd like to get back to that at some point. Maybe she'd like to be the revised Barbara Walters. And I know it would take a lot, but she's white. She's got a shot. Might still work out for her. You don't know. It may still work out for her. Crazier things have happened, fam. Look at Bruce Jenner. Tomorrow, Megyn Kelly can go have a sex change. Come back as Geraldo. And she probably win Man of the Year. Because it's all white if it's all white. But anyway, listen to Megyn Kelly try to save this shit. This is hilarious. You ain't gonna say, look at.
You know, I know you're not rooting for it, and I'm not rooting for it either. You're saying, as a practical matter, wouldn't that be the next logical thing to expect, given how angry the right is, how victimized the right has been? I mean, truly, the left loves to play the victim.
Look and see what Megyn Kelly did there real slick. She just backed his goofy ass down. Like, look, man. Megyn's like, look, I have a career. If you want to be out here calling for violence and tying me up on it and having my face on the screen, no sir, buddy. You're your frat boy toys. This ain't Animal House. I got a life. I'm not stuck to the internet. I do this shit, but not how you do it, you know? I'm known. She had to come in and clean it up because this guy's talking about blood in the streets, trying to get all radical and shit. She's like, hold on. Look, I know that's not what you mean. And look, Megyn Kelly, listen to what I'm saying, guys. I want to make sure everybody caught it.
Shit. They excuse it.
Okay. You know, I know you're not.
A long time. And until someone dies, they don't give a shit. They excuse it.
Okay. You know, I know you're not rooting for it, and I'm not rooting for it either. You're saying, as a practical matter, wouldn't that be the next logical thing to expect, given how angry the right is, how victimized the right?
Yeah, she says, I know you're not rooting for it. I know you're not doing that because you're not a dumbass, are you, Stephen? I know you're not that dumb, Stephen. I was at a rally trying to help Nina Turner get elected in Ohio. I went to Ohio. Me and my whole family went. We joined there with Dr. Cornel West. Killer Mike was there. Danny Glover was there. We were all there to support Nina Turner's campaign. I was having an interview with Nina Turner and Killer Mike. It's a couple years ago. It's hot as hell. It's like mid of August. God, it was hot. Anyway, it was around the time that Killer Mike was getting backlash from Senator Clyburn about comments that Killer Mike had made about Clyburn. And like Killer Mike called Clyburn out. He's like, Clyburn is I can't even do a Killer Mike voice, but it was like, I'm looking at Senator Clyburn, I'm looking at Representative Clyburn, and I'm seeing a black man just selling black people out or something, black people, and he's throwing in for black, and he's doing this, he's doing that, and he's campaigning against the black woman. He needs to be fighting for the upliftment of the black woman, and I don't know what he's doing in South Carolina, over here in Ohio, trying to mess with this election or whatever. He just kind of went at Clyburn a bit, okay? So I'm sitting there with Senator Nina Turner, I'm sitting there with Killer Mike, just us three. We're being filmed. And I'm like talking to Killer Mike, and I'm like, Killer Mike, let's talk a little bit about those comments you made about Representative Clyburn, brother. Do you really feel that way? Nina Turner was running for office. You know what Nina Turner did? She's sitting between us, right? Now, Killer Mike's like, oh yeah, sure, I explained exactly what I meant. Nina Turner said, excuse me, y'all. She got up and walked the fuck off. She got up and walked away and said, I'll see you later when y'all finish talking about this shit. Because she didn't want to be a part of it because she wanted a career. She ain't going to let you drag us bad enough that Clyburn was using those words, those statements, to bring all the Democrats to the lawn, to the yard, and to trash your campaign. So what I'm saying is, and the reason why I bring that up, I bring it up because that's exactly what Megyn Kelly was doing here. Megyn Kelly was this close to getting up and just walking the hell off. Because she's not there for that. You're not going to destroy her life talking this crazy stuff. Killer Mike's not a politician. I'm not a politician. We can talk about whatever we want to talk about freely. Steven Crowder is not a serious person. compared to Megyn Kelly. I don't care how many followers he has on Twitter. I don't care how many followers he has on Twitch. Megyn Kelly gets speaking engagements. Probably $50,000, $60,000, $75,000 a pop. You think someone's paying Steven Crowder to talk? Maybe on YouTube. He goes to $5. I was putting things in perspective, that's all. Just kind of keep it real. So Megyn Kelly's like, She did a Dwayne Wayne on this joint. I know that's not what you meant. You don't mean real blood in the street. You mean that fake blood, like Kool-Aid blood? Because I don't mean that, and I know you don't mean that because you're not an idiot. You don't want to go to jail. And you're not trying to ruin our careers or your career. Right, dummy? Right, moron? Got the Magoo face. Right, dum-dum? Right, dum-dum? Okay, dum-dum. I know you don't want to go to hell, dum-dum. I know you didn't mean to say that, did you, dum-dum? Come on, dum-dum. Come on, dum-dum. Say your little dumb mugs. Don't ruin my career because you're dum-dum, dum-dum. Don't be a dum-dum, dum-dum. Oh, what you just said was super dumb. Megyn Kelly letting Steven Crowder destroy her reputation any worse than it is will be a humongous waste of bleached blonde white lady stuff.
Right has been. I mean, truly, the left loves to play the victim. They love it when they're not. They invent fake ailments, disorders, etc., and claim victimization of white privilege and white anti-black racism all the time when it doesn't exist. We actually are being victimized. There's no other word for what happened to Charlie Kirk yesterday.
Hunted.
She had to save this segment by going in her bag of anti-blackness. What I've been telling y'all, man. When you run out of shit to say, throw black people away. We ain't got nothing even to do with it. We didn't have nothing to do with Charlie Kirk getting shot. We had nothing to do with it. We can't cancel people that like Charlie. Nothing, Charlie. We did nothing. We had nothing to do with it at all. I went to Salt Lake City, Utah one time. I was on this thing with a guy who was doing comedy in Utah. I went there to be what's called an in-between. That was an opener. I was in the middle, and then it was him. And I told my jokes. I went to Utah. I walked around Salt Lake City for about a little bit before I got there the day before, and I saw one black family, and they looked as surprised as I was. I saw them. I was like, fam. I ran into a group of black people. It was like 4 black people in a sea of white people. Outside this building, I don't know what it was, like a museum or something. It's something notable in Salt Lake City. And I'm looking, I saw black people, and we look like that Spider-Man meme. We all just stopped and started pointing at each other. It was almost like that movie Scanners, when the scanner people see the real person and but no, I don't know why I threw that in, man. I'm old, man. Y'all like, what movie Scanners? It was weird. People just explode. It was crazy. Now it's just too much Chipotle. A bad burrito. Anyway, guys, what I'm saying is, Megyn Kelly went back to the old playbook. That's the playbook of the blacks. Throw the blacks under the table, which she does so well. She does it so well. Steven just got off the screen like, oh, let her have it. She's going to her old trusted, throw the blacks under the bus. Look at it. Look at it.
They invent fake ailments, disorders, etc., and claim victimization of white privilege and white anti-black racism all the time when it doesn't exist. We actually are being victimized. There's no other word for what happened to Charlie Kirk yesterday.
Hunted.
He was hunted, and they victimized his beautiful wife and their beautiful children and all of us who loved him and his message. That's actual victimization, a word I hate, but it happens to apply here. But they don't see it. They don't see it.
She said, look, this the guy's there. You heard it. Megyn said we were victimized. We, as in all the white people, were victimized. No, you weren't. Charlie was. Fam, they had turned Charlie into a symbol. Charlie Kirk has become a symbol of something well beyond what you could accomplish as a living person. He's a Medal of Honor. Trump gave this guy the Medal of Honor, just like Rush Limbaugh. It's something else, fam. This is something else. And Megyn Kelly's like, we're being victimized. I hate to use those words, but we really are. So when other people are shot, can they say that they're victims, that they're being victimized? But you always say, don't be a victim. So she got caught in her own rhetoric. She just spun out. She lost her balance. She slipped and fell in her own trap. Laid a bear trap, set the bear trap, and got busy talking and slipped and fell right into her own damn bear trap. Ain't nothing worse than being caught up in your own bear trap. And that's embarrassing. That's bad, fam. So what did we learn today, folks? We learned today that Charlie Kirk and Megyn Kelly are victims. And for some reason, I don't think that's the appropriate way to honor Charlie Kirk. Bad white nationalists.
The Tim Black Show streams Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wolfpack.